What is convergent validity? First, we need to understand not only convergent validity, but the concepts that are related to it as well. Construct validity is the degree to which a measure matches the operational definition of the concept or construct it is said to represent. Both convergent and discriminant validity are aspects of construct validity. Convergent validity reflects the degree to which two or more measures of the same phenomenon or characteristic will produce similar scores. On the other hand, discriminant validity reflects the degree to which an instrument can distinguish between or among different phenomena or characteristics. To determine whether the construct validity is either convergent or discriminant, criterion-oriented validity are used. A test or measure must be compared to the gold standard in order to prove convergent or discriminant validity. For clarification, criterion-oriented validity refers to the relationship between the measurement of interest and the gold standard. Correlation coefficients are used to compare the scores of the test to the scores from the gold standard. To accomplish convergent validity, a positive correlation or relationship between the two measures needs to be demonstrated. This correlation is claimed through a correlation coefficient. Let's compare convergent versus discriminant validity. We first look at construct validity to determine if the measure matches the definition of what the concept or construct is said to represent. So do they claim to be measuring the same thing? The results of construct validity can reveal convergent or discriminant validity. The test or measures comparison will show convergent validity if there is a similar result with a strong positive correlation. Conversely, the test or measure comparison will show discriminant validity if there is a differing result and no correlation. We are reviewing the construct validity of two agility tests, the hexagon, which is the gold standard, and the t-test. The correlation coefficient could show convergent validity if the scores from the hexagon test and the t-test are similar, or it could show discriminant validity if the scores have no correlation. If there is a strong positive correlation between the two test measures, then the tests both measure agility, and if there is no relationship between the two test scores, then the t-test is not a measure of agility. Let's do one more example, the Berg balance score versus the Romberg test. For this example, we will be reviewing the construct validity between two balance tests. If both the Berg balance and Romberg produce similar results and there is a strong positive correlation, then both tests are measuring balance and have convergent validity. If the two scores differ and there is no relationship, then we can conclude that the Romberg test does not measure balance. Now let's try some questions. What can prove convergent validity? D. A strong positive correlation and similar scores. Scores on a final exam are related to student grade point average, the amount of time spent studying for the exam, and class attendance. What type of validity is demonstrated in this case? A. Convergent validity. Thanks for your attention. Any questions?